Howdy hi, every people. Eliora here, not in the flesh. There's a reason for this. I moved recently. I forgot something. Take a wild guess what that something was. If you said camera, ding ding ding, you're smarter than I am. So, I wanted to do a new top 6 list, but I didn't have what I needed for the live segment, so I'm just going to do this little vector insert here at the beginning. At any rate, y'all aren't here to hear my excuses. Y'all are here to know what I'm counting down. Well, I'm counting down my favorite Elite Four members and champions. Let's check it out. Number 6. Chantal. This lady is super fun and super interesting. Chantal's room in the league resembles a haunted library with books flying all over, spectral flames, cobwebs, ghost lanterns. It's spooky. She's a ghost type user and she loves books. Like, loves books. She finds inspiration to write stories and characters in every Pokemon battle she has. And in fact, every time you face her in the league, you wind up interrupting her in the process of writing a new story. Her big, poofy scarf looks adorably gothic, and all her dialogue includes some allusion to books. We don't know very much else about her in-game, but just her being a writer is awesome to me. Can I read your next book, Miss Chantal? Number 5. Galatia. Forgive me a pun, but this is one cool lady. Her entire aura is that of a classy, elegant woman who is dedicated to battle. She has traveled far and wide to train her ice Pokemon, yet she has a fierce, fiery passion for her Pokemon and for battling strong trainers. She delights in the battle, noting that your fiery passion consumes all her icy skills. And even better, in Oris, when you rebattle her, she has a Glalie that can Mega Evolve. As a side note, as someone who almost always chose Torchic in the original Ruby and Sapphire games, Galatia was the only member of the Elite Four of this generation who sent me packing when I first went to the league, and to date is the only one to have done so multiple times. Galatia's cool skills burn bright, and I love it. Number 4. Iris. Okay, this girl's too adorable to be a Dragon Master. I mean, just look at her. The big poofy purple hair with the pigtails, the cutesy dress, the smile. So cute! But wrapped up in this sweet little package is a powerhouse of a trainer, completely worthy of being champion. With her signature Haxorus and a team of strong Pokemon, not just dragons, she's a good challenge to end the main BW2 journey. In the games she's featured in, you see her plenty in Castelia City, where she helps you and your friends out with dealing with Team Plasma, and in Black she teaches you Draco Meteor. She's a fun, wise, and interesting character in the Pokemon universe that I love to encounter in battle. By the way, she has awesome battle music. Number 3. Drezna. Continuing with dragons, Drezna of the Elite Four has a pretty interesting backstory. She was born in Sinnoh and raised by her grandparents on myths and stories of Dialga and Palkia, the dragons of time and space, which inspired her to become a dragon-type trainer at a young age. Obviously on in years herself by now, Drezna is a very relaxed, very chill woman. She's always delighted to battle you, and she cheers you on and encourages you when she loses. She's very kindly and wise, and her dragons are a fun challenge, even though my love of fairies leaves me to stomp her every single time. Number 2. Diantha. This woman won me over instantly the first time I battled her. She seemed like a fairly uninteresting character the couple of times I encountered her in Lumio City, But I admit I did like her look, and hearing she was a movie actress was at least intriguing. The second I reached the Champions Arena in the league and saw her, something told me I was in for a good battle, and oh yeah, was I right. With her nicely diverse team and a mega evolving Gardevoir, she gives a great battle even for over-leveled Pokemon teams that have been using the EXP share. Even more, after the battle, she trades you a Ralts that holds Gardevoir's Mega Stone, and appears in the battle Chantal with the potential to have level 80 Pokemon if you issue a Black Writ of Challenge. Diantha is far more impressive than I had figured she would be. There's only one champion I like more.
Number 1.
Cynthia. I dare any Pokemon fan to look me in the eye and tell me that this woman is not an absolute legend. Cynthia's signature Pokemon, Garchomp, is one of the most powerful non-legendary Pokemon out there, and her team is powerful and well-balanced no matter where you fight her. She's a highly knowledgeable mythologist, having studied and researched legends and myths of not only Sinnoh, where she originates, but traveling to Johto and Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where she appears in the Sinjoh ruins to allow the player to access one of the Sinnoh legendaries. And she travels to Unova in the 5th generation to investigate the abyssal ruins of Undella Town. On top of all of this, she helps the player deal with Giratina and Platinum, traveling to the Distortion world with them and guiding them to face the powerful master of the alternate dimension. This woman is insanely cool and powerful, and years later she remains my favorite champion we have ever seen from the games. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to tell me below if there are any Elite Four or champions that you like that didn't make it on the list. And yeah, I know all of my choices were female. Coincidence, I promise you. But feel free to leave me a message, give it a like if you liked it, a dislike if you thought it sucked, and I'll see you in the next video. And if you like this content, consider supporting me on Patreon.